Welcome back to episode 2 of this solo podcast series where I just talk about shit and shit, you know? Just everything. But we're on the drug series. The drugs. We be taking them, you know. Should we? Probably not. But are we? Yes, we are. And today's drug, such a wonderful drug. Shroomies. Mushrooms. My favorite kind of hallucinogen that I've taken so far. I've only taken 2. 3 if you count greening the fuck out off weed, as we talked about in the last episode. If you haven't watched it, go watch it now. Highly suggested. But we're talking about shrooms. And little funny how the first fucking time I take mushrooms, I end up getting one of the strongest fucking kinds, apparently in my region. Some blue meanies. Now do your research before you take them, because I sure fucking didn't. We just weighed them out with a little scale Damien bought, and we done did them. Now I mentioned Damien in the last one. We don't really talk anymore, but I did shrooms with him for the first time. We met in elementary school, 2nd grade. We'll get to that in future podcasts. But me, the homie Damien, the homie Alyssa, also met her in 2nd grade. We also don't talk anymore. We'll explain in the same one. I'm just saying this so you stick around and give me more watch time, and also so you check out that other podcast I make in the future. Like and subscribe, baby. But yeah, it was Halloween. 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 I called in. I used to work at Walmart for a long ass time, like 2.5, 3 years. And I called in to work. It was Halloween day, and we decided, take some fucking shroomies, mate. First time ever on a Halloween. And so we took some of the fucking shroomies, mate, on fucking Halloween, mate. And so Damien had bought this little scale. We weighed them out. Bought them from the homie Steven. He lived with us at the time. Also, don't talk to him anymore. Watch time. Don't forget. And so we weighed them out. Steven had to work, so he didn't come. It was me, Damien, Alyssa, her boyfriend, Seth. And that's all who took shrooms, but Delta was also there. And, Alex, she's been in a few videos, but I also don't talk to her anymore. She's Delta's friend. But us 4 decided to take shrooms for our first time. Now, I can't remember. I'm pretty sure all of them had taken them except for me. I can't remember. But we took them, weighed them out individually. Everyone had 1.5 grams except for me. I had 1.4 grams because I was kind of scared to take them. I had heard motherfucker. That calls for a blinker checkpoint. But I had 1.4 grams of blue meanie mushrooms, which are apparently one of the strongest kinds in my region. And so we take them, and we had gotten McDonald's cheeseburgers. And I took a knife, and with my kitchen skills, really good at it, by the way, hit me up, I chopped up the mushrooms, and I sprinkled them on my cheeseburger. And as soon as my teeth touch the mushroom, my gag reflex kicks in. As we talked about in the last episode, go watch it, watch time, remember, keep that in mind. But my gag reflex fucking sucks. Anything will set it off. I eat bone-in meat, I'm gagging and throwing up, bro. It's terrible. I hit that mushroom to teeth contact. It's not even the flavor, it's the texture of the fucking mushrooms. It sets me off, man. But I am so fucking stubborn. I'm so fucking stubborn. And my willpower to discover what the fuck it was like was so strong that I forced that shit down my fucking gullet, bitch. And I ate the entire thing. 1.4 grams on one McDouble, while chugging back this mango Powerade water, I'm pretty sure it was. And I was just chugging it back, bottle after bottle, to get this shit down, because I could not chew it. So I had to take a small bite, Small bite, just sip it down, force it down. This was a bad idea. I fucking eat that shit, and we all finish eating the mushrooms. There's some McDoubles left because we all threw them on our first ones because we some big backs. We wanted some leftovers, so we're just eating lunch, breakfast actually, because it was like noon, brunch, if you will, old term. But we finish eating them. We're just eating our McDoubles. I feel sick as hell, bro. I run to my bathroom, all in the fucking toilet, fucking in the toilet. Smells like the mango Powerade water. And to this day, I cannot stand the flavor of mangoes. Any kind of mango, I do not like it. It just tastes like throw up and vomit to me. So I have never touched it in my life again. And so I grab my bathroom trash can and I bring it in there because we're about to start a movie. And not just any movie. The one movie everyone says, definitely do not watch this if you're taking mushrooms. Me and my friends thought it would be a wonderful idea to take mushrooms on Halloween for the first time and watch Coraline. Yes, that Coraline. And so, we're watching it. It gets to the part where that fucking weird looking dude, the general I think he is, he's like a military guy, he's coming off the roof of his house or some shit. And Coraline's walking up his stairs and they start talking. Gets up to that point of the movie. Up until then, completely sober. I don't know how long that is. Timestamp here. Right here. We get to that point in the movie and I'm just watching it, just chilling like, damn, are these duds, bro? I just feel sick as hell. And I shit you not. Contacts were unfocusing. I shit you not. Rose bushes started to crawl out of the screen. Out of the screen like the Grudge. And it just circled the whole room. It just overtook everything. And it eventually covered the entire room except for me. My friends, gone. The couch, gone. The mattresses we put on the floor, gone. The walls, gone. Fucking everything. But the rose bushes overtook everything in the house. Every single square inch of my apartment. And I was like, oh, dude, what the fuck? Just looking at everything. Now, this is what my brain perceives this as. Was it rose bushes? Probably not. Is that what I saw? You're damn right it is. But everything goes black after that. As soon as everything's covered, everything goes black. I don't remember anything. I come to in the bathroom, just sitting there against the wall like, holy shit. I stand up. This bathroom was like fucking tiny as shit. I'm right in front of the mirror as soon as I stand up, and I just lock eyes with myself in the mirror, and I black out again. I come to, Alex is there in the bathroom like, hey, are you okay? I'm not pissing or anything. I'm just sitting there, sitting on the floor, looking at the wall. And I don't remember anything of what happened until she said, are you okay? And I'm just like, yeah. And she's like, are you sure? You've been in here for like an hour and a half. So I walk in there with her and sit down. They'd already finished Coraline. I was in the bathroom the entire time from that point on. And I sit down and they start watching Scooby-Doo. I remember the pass the dutchie upon the left-hand side. And then it just starts getting dark again. And I wake up to me playing Pokemon Go, swirling around the Pokeball, and something's wrong. There's something that's just not right. Like, I just can't put my finger on it. But I'm having a blast, just trying to catch this Pokemon. I can't throw it straight because I'm fucking inebriated, just tripping the fuck out. And I just suddenly hear screaming, and my friends are just like, put that down! You're smearing it everywhere! And I'm just like, what do you mean smearing it everywhere? Smearing what everywhere? And then I like focus. My eyes see that I'm just smearing blood all over the screen of my phone. And just circle imprint of blood. And they're just like, are you okay? dude, we need to call a fucking ambulance. And Damien is just like, no, it's okay. This just happens sometimes. Now, let me explain what's going on, because I'm pretty sure you're just like, blood? What the fuck do you mean blood? I get nosebleeds very often. It doesn't take much. Dryness in the weather, getting hot too fast, getting cold too fast, stress, anything will make my nose start bleeding. Probably from all the head trauma I've endured. But I had a very bad nosebleed, and when my nose bleeds, it's a lot, and it looks very bad. I'm always okay after, maybe a little lightheaded, but I'm just tripping the fuck out, nose pouring blood all over my phone. I'm just smearing it into the phone, and my friends look over and they're like, oh my god, are you okay? We need to call a fucking ambulance. Damien calms Alyssa down. Oh shit, I skipped a part. Let me rewind for a second. Pause in the most interesting part, my devious self. Alyssa cried the entire come up. She was like really emotional, going like, oh my god, I don't know what's wrong with me. Crying and shit. We were trying to calm her down the whole come up. That's probably what set me off, was the panicking from that. Trying to figure out what's wrong with her. Like, is this gonna happen to me? That's probably what set me off. But fast forward, back to me spearing blood on my phone. They were like, Damien's calming her down, and they give me an entire roll of toilet paper and make me clean it up myself. So I'm just like, ugh, unraveling the whole roll. I'm just like wiping it off my face, and then I clean my phone off as best as I can in my inebriated state, and I just black out again. Head hits the floor. I wake up. I have the bathroom bucket in my hands. Throwing up vomit into the trash can. And mango smell. I fucking hate it. Never touch mango again. It's disgusting. But I black out again. And the next thing I remember, I'm sprinting. Full fucking sprint. Just Flint Lockwood running at my bedroom. And I sit at my dresser. I haven't had it in a while. How could I not remember that name? Damn. But I'm looking at my dresser, and there's a bunch of shit all over the top, and I just rearrange everything in like a certain order. I can't remember the order or what it was, but I just rearrange them, and I go, fuck, as soon as I stop rearranging. And I would run over to my bed, look at it, be like, where's my mattress? Because my mattress was in the living room, sitting there on the floor, because we were using it to watch Coraline and chill in the living room. And so I would run back in there and be like, oh yeah, sit back down, watch the movie. Wake up, do the same thing, over and over and over. I was caught in the most vicious thought loop. It was insane. And then I'm just eventually sprinting so much, and then I come to, and I'm just like, what the fuck am I doing? I gotta get a hold of myself. I go in the bathroom, worst place to go in a fucking shroom trip, because the mirror. And I'm just like looking at myself like, Davian, gotta get a hold of yourself. I want to actually be able to enjoy this day. I called off for this day. I'm missing money for this day. I spent money on these shrooms for this day. I'm wasting it. The whole day. Halloween, I'm wasting it. Lock in, motherfucker. And I can't, bro. I can't lock in. I fucking black out again. And fucking all I remember next is I'm in Damien's room, on the floor, laying down. And Caden, the homie Caden, comes up and he opens Damien's door. And they were all talking like, yeah, he's just been in there for a long time laying on the floor. We don't know if he's okay. And he walks in there and he's like, buddy, are you okay? And I'm just like, staring at him. I was like, yeah, man. I just look at him though, and I'm just like, yeah, man. Sorry, I had a coughing fit there. And he's just like, are you sure, dude? They say you've been in here for a while. And so I get up and I go in there, and stuck in another thought loop. I go back in there, lay down, wait for him to come back in there, and I'm just like, oh, hey, Kate, when did you get here? And same thing. I go back in there, hang out for a second, I come back in there and lay back down. Over and over and over. And then eventually, the shrooms did start wearing off. It's like 11 p.m. Whole day's gone. I get up off the floor, see what I'm looking for, hearts. And I walk in the living room, and I'm just like, yo, guys, what the fuck happened? And they start explaining to me what happened. And I'm just standing there like, no, no, no. They explain everything I did. And it just starts coming back to me in waves. And I am so upset. I am pissed off. I wasted the entire trip, the entire day off, the entire Halloween, all of the money I had spent on it. Wasted. Gone. I don't remember most of that trip. It's just gone. And the parts I do remember, bad parts. Now, there are no bad trips, it's only what you take from them. I think it was my subconsciousness showing me that I need to be more relaxed and chill, because I have OCD, and I think that's what the rearranging thing was. I think it was my brain telling me that I need to stop trying to keep everything so perfect and arranged and just kind of let things happen. And it's okay. I don't really take it as a bad trip, but I do label it as a bad trip because it was wasted. I don't remember it. I fucking wasted my money. It was ass. Terrible. But I was so devastated. So I just let my friends continue what they were doing. I walk into my room, just take a shower. I'm pissed off in the shower. I get out. I go to the living room. We start watching this show called Inside Job. Really cool show. I'm basically completely sober from mushrooms now. We watched like an episode or two. And then I'm like, damn. Well, I might as well do something. So we go to the gas station. I get a couple snacks. Another Slurpee, like from the last one. Different gas station. But we get that. We go home. I'm just mad disappointed the whole day. Everyone's home. And our friends just start making their way home. As the day is coming to an end. And this disappointing day ends with me binge watching the entirety of the Inside Job first season. And I stayed up till like 4 in the morning watching it. And I just went to sleep. Sucks. Yeah. Just a waste of a day. Gone like that. But take from it what you will. I think it was worth it. Seeing my capabilities and knowing that I need to take less in a trip. Knowing that my body doesn't need that much. It's a good information to have. And ever since then, I've been kind of a bitch about it. Taking small doses. I took half a gram last time. It gave me a body high, but that was about it. The homie Dom and Aiden, they had a really good trip the last time we did shrooms. I don't really remember much from it. It was just kind of a normal hangout day for us. They probably remember more than I do. Maybe we'll get them on a podcast one day and talk about it. Hint, hint. Foreshadowing. Foreshadowing Boys podcast in the future, maybe. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this episode. Waste of a day. Waste of money. But hey, if you stuck around this far, thank you. And I'm glad you did. And if you liked it, and if you want to see more, tune in next time, where I talk about my first time doing LSD.